Hi everyone and welcome to the first day of your 30-day flexibility challenge. I am so excited for you. Today we'll start with just a yoga mat. You don't need anything else. I cannot wait to be with you on this journey. All right, let's get started. Okay, so we're going to get started in a child's pose today. So child's pose is this one. It's a pose that's going to be coming back often. You want to have your forehead on the mat and your arms down. And then for some of you, this might already be a challenge, so you might not manage to sit completely on your heels, and that's totally fine if that's the case. Just trying to find this pose, closing the eyes here, and we're going to breathe. So the key to stretching, or the keys to stretching, are staying in the poses, breathing through the poses. So at no point are you going to be holding your breath, and we have to stay in each pose a minimum amount of time for the pose to start feeling good or to start providing benefits. Yeah, so here in this child's pose, we all have our own level. Some of you are sitting down, some of you are a little higher up. Try not to judge yourself. And you'll see that with the days going by, this will become much and much easier, and you'll get to sit lower and lower. So take an inhale where you are. Exhale. Sit a little more here. And then start stretching your arms. And then we're going to just walk the arms here, kind of like a cat stretching. Yeah? So one hand and then the other. All right, so finding a nice stretch, finding length through the spine. And then you also move the hips from side to side. So it's almost like you try to walk forward here, and your hips might start cracking a little. And we're going to come on the fingertips this time. Press your fingertips down, push your shoulders down, and stretch your arms. All right, we're going to take a deep inhale. Exhale, push on the fingertips and try to send your hips even more back. Now, tuck your chin to your chest, and we round forward here to a tabletop position. Adjust your knees so they're directly under your hips. As you inhale, we're going to open the heart. And as we exhale, we're going to round the spine. So if you're already with a fitness practice, let's do this a few times. These seem maybe like very basic movements, but they're still very good to warm up, very good for a starting point. If you're newer and you consider yourself unflexible, let's say, this might be a challenge. So regardless of your fitness level or flexibility level, you will find something that's helpful for you, right? So even my flexible ones here will find a lot of help with this program to be even more flexible. And then the beginners really see a big improvement here. Last time here, you round, and then find a flat back, and we're going to round here, circling around the wrist. And you might notice as you do this that you have tight wrists, right? So today is all about warming up and about starting with the overall body. Okay, so we're not going to be focusing on one part only. Go the other way around. Today, we're just trying to have a conversation with our body. Okay, so we're trying to assess where we are. Coming back here to the center, and then we're going to rotate the right hand externally and maybe push your hips back. Okay, now I cannot show you to push my hips back simply because my hips don't go back in this position, because this is a tough stretch for me as well. So if you can bring your hips back, do so, but be mindful. And then turn around and switching side, left hand goes around. And then here you see the difference, as here I can show you. So that shows you the asymmetry of the body, which you will notice throughout this entire program where we are together 30 days. Coming back here. Now this time you flip your palm the other way. And also you go back if you can. Just always move gently and mindfully, everyone. And then here in switching side, nice little wrist stretch, which we rarely do. And yet, it's important to have flexible wrists. Here, over time they get tight and you get tendonitis. Sometimes you get issues with the wrist. And then back here. Okay, we're going to tuck the toes and I'll just press back here. So pushing on the hands, and then notice if this is very painful for you or not. So if it's painful, you go forward a little. If it's totally fine, you can push a little stronger. So again, to each their own level here. Try to bring your shoulders away from your ears, so we're not pushing like this. Shoulders away from the ears, and we're stretching the soles of the feet. And for the ladies, if you wear heels often, this can be very tight for my ballerinas as well, right? So always being on your toes. And then we're going to come to the front, keep the toes tucked, and then lift your hips to a downward facing dog. This is a pose we'll do often. Here, pedal the feet, bend the knees. Take some time to again assess the level of soreness of your hamstrings. So the hamstrings here, the back of the thighs, which will be working a lot as well, trying to lengthen that. And then we try to find stillness in this position, but you don't have to have your knees completely straight. So again, everybody finds their own place to be here. And then maybe your knees are bent, maybe they're straight. Try to make an upside down V shape, right? So sometimes people are too far forward. I want you to really lift your hips up. From here, we're going to inhale, lifting your right leg up. This is your right leg. And then as you exhale, step your foot between the hands and bring your left knee down. Untuck your toes, and let's let the head be heavy. So head is heavy, and now we're targeting the quadricep, the front of the thigh, so front of the left thigh. And what's great is with this program, we're also going to learn all about the body parts, right? So the hamstrings, the quadriceps, the psoas, the hips, right? So you're really going to become aware of your body. So head is heavy. The heavier the head, the more you feel this stretch in your left thigh. So if you look in front of you, it is less challenging than if you let your head be heavy. So staying here, breathing a little bit. Take an inhale. You're going to tuck your back toes, stretch your back knee here, and we're just going to take a breath to open the right arm up to the sky, just like we would in a yoga class. And I would like you to really stretch your left leg and try not to let your right knee open up to the side. Take an inhale. And as you exhale, plant your palm and go back to this downward facing dog position. And again, pedaling the feet. And again, shaking the head no. And then send the heels down and push on your hands. You're now going to lift your left leg. So lifting your left leg, you're going to feel this in your right heel and your right Achilles tendon and calf. And as you exhale, bring your foot between the hands, bring your right knee down, untuck your toes, and head is heavy. Head is heavy, relaxing the shoulders. And breathing into your quadricep. I really love a flexibility program because on top of becoming more flexible every day, you also get to relax, right? Because the time that you're here, just breathing and taking care of your body, it's really a nice and relaxing time. So trying to take advantage of it here, having some time for ourselves, and finally getting, at the end of 30 days, to be more flexible everywhere. So tuck your right toes, stretch your right knee, and then lift your left arm, look towards your left hand. Try to really stretch your back knee and try really to keep your left knee in towards you, so don't let it open. Take an inhale. And as you exhale, you're gonna plant your palm, back to downward facing dog. So notice this down dog might feel a little better already. Now we're going to bend the right knee deeply and try to bend your left, now your right, your right elbow. And you're bending both elbow and knee, and you try to look underneath your left arm. Now if at any point the pose that you're taking doesn't look like mine, no panic, okay? Again, we're all going to our ability. I don't want you to over push, right? So just make sure that you stay patient with yourself. The way I'm showing the movement might not be the way it's looking on your side, and that's totally fine, and we need to accept that, right? It's okay. We start at our own level, and the important is that at the end of those 30 days, we go up a level, yeah? So go back to stretching and switch sides. So regardless where you start, I promise huge improvement, but you need patience and you need to let go of judgment in the process. That's very important. Take an inhale, maybe twist a little more. Inhale last time, and then stretch. Okay, we're gonna bring the knees down. You're gonna tuck your toes, and we're gonna come and sit up on our heels. So same or similar stretch from before, a little harder. Now if that's too challenging, lean forward. If you're fine, shoulders over heels, and you try to stay there. You're welcome to close your eyes. Nice. So take another deep inhale where you are. Exhale. Coming forward to tabletop. Slowly point your toes and do a little tap like this, right? So a few up, and then we're just going to press back to child's pose. Already this child's pose might feel different. And stretch your arms a little more as you breathe in. And as you breathe out, push on your hands, push your hips to your heels. And then round forward tabletop. And then exhale. Again, downward facing dog. From this down dog, we're now going to bring the hands back to the feet, bend the knees, and let your head be heavy. Make sure you bend the knees. And here are your sit bones. So those are the bones on which you sit. So that's your sit bones. And I would like you to imagine that you're pulling them up, as if they were a little puppet thread here, and I'm pulling those sit bones up. So instead of rounding the spine, I'm lifting my sit bones, and I let my head be heavy, okay? So trying to keep lifting those sit bones so that eventually your belly comes closer and closer to your thighs. Now bring your hands to your thighs. We're going to press up and we're going to roll up slowly, just so that we reverse the blood flow a little bit here. And then just circle the hand. Take your time, because we had our head upside down for a while. So we move slowly. And then look in front of you here. Okay, we're going to go back down. So we're gonna round forward, bend the knees. And this time you're going to catch your opposite elbows for a little added weight. Okay, so same principle with the sit bones. Sit bones high. So we're trying to lift those sit bones to the sky, and instead of looking down towards the toes, we look back and between the calves, or even between the knees. Take another deep inhale where you are. Exhale, release down, hands to your thighs again, roll up. Try to really do this slowly so you feel each vertebra one at a time. As you inhale, you bring the arms up and catch opposite elbow. So I'm facing you just so you see better, but stay where you are. And here, point your left elbow to the sky, and then point your right elbow to the sky. So again, today is really about finding space between your vertebrae, between your joints, creating space, creating length,
And then later on, the next 9 days, here we'll be finding more specific stretches. Okay, release down. Okay, I'm gonna face here again. Last time rolling down. And this time you're going to bring your hands behind your neck for even more added weights. And then see if maybe your legs stretch a little more. They might not. So again, you listen and you breathe. So this is both a stretch for your hamstrings, but also for your spine. Take another inhale. Exhale, bring your hands to your thighs as you roll out. I'm going to face you again here. Okay, bring your arms up this time. You interlace your fingers up overhand. You flip your palms. Stretch it out, so stretching from the waist, deep inhale. As you exhale, we go towards the right side without crunching, okay? So we're not shortening, we're lengthening first, and then going to the side. Maybe look under your elbow. Take a deep inhale. Exhale, coming back to the center. Now inhale at the center. And let me show from profile. As you exhale, push your palms down, bend the knees, round your spine, tuck your chin, and you push your arms forward here. So this is a nice stretch for your spine. It's a little bit of a not so pretty position, but it's okay. It does the job, as we say, right? Inhale, lift it back up. Exhale, just release your arms here and then shake it out. Okay. Yeah, I like to shake it out, so hopefully you too. No one's watching, right? And then we're gonna inhale, bring the arms up, interlace, flip your palms, right? Push through the feet, inhale. And then as you exhale, we go to the other side. If you can look under your right elbow this time. We take a deep breath in. Exhale, coming back to the center. Pull at the center, and we're gonna do this one last time. Palms down and forward, bend the knees, tuck your chin. Stretch your arms. Inhale up. Exhale, release. Same thing, shake it out. You might feel it in your arms or when they're reaching up. Okay. Nice work. So we're here. Take a second. Nice. We're gonna come back here to this standing position. Arms up one more time. This time as you exhale, bring your arms back behind you and fold forward with a flat back. And then find a halfway lift here. And then your halfway lift, try to bring your sit bones high, shoulders back. Exhale, release, come forward to a little plank, or we're almost done. We're gonna bring the knees down and then go all the way down. Separate your feet and bring your fingertips to the outside of your mat. Turn on your legs, and as you inhale, we're gonna lift the chest, and as you exhale, you're gonna lower down. If you feel good, and if you feel good only, so stretch your legs, you're going to go a little higher. Don't overdo it, and exhale down. We're just trying to find a little opening for the heart and a nice stretch for the spine. 3, breathe in. And then breathe out. You might want to bring your hands a bit more forward. Inhale. And exhale, release down. Bring your legs together, bring your palms under your shoulders. We're gonna push up. Back to our last child's pose here. Same thing we did twice already. Notice a potential difference between the first time you did it and right now, the third. And then to tabletop, tuck your toes, downward facing dog, last time also. Noticing the difference. Push on the hands, send the heels down, and lift your sit bones high. You take a deep inhale. Walk the hands back. And then here, notice a difference as you micro bend the knees. Maybe you're a little closer to your legs. Inhaling. Bring your hands to your hamstrings and we roll up to standing. Bring the shoulders up to the ears and then down your back. Okay, everyone. So that was it for today. I hope you feel already that taking care of your body just in a very gentle manner really already makes a difference, and then we'll keep working more and more. I will see you tomorrow for the next day.